else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to you when you're in the mood for it.
All right, what's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Nay. You can call me Lex, you can call me AJ, you can call me Alexis. So this will be my channel, Keeping Up with Nay, and you will be getting a daily dose of me. So I'll be doing Get Ready With Me, try-on hauls, makeup tutorials, hair tutorials, pranks, question and answers, whatever you want to see. But before we get started, I want you to go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you know when this heat is going to drop. And then also turn on those post notifications. Thank you. And I do want to just drop a disclaimer, by the way. I had to add a voiceover because I recorded 30 minutes of my video with no sound. So today in this video, particularly, I'm getting ready to go to a baby shower of one of my close friends. So we're just going to do our makeup. Another disclaimer, I had a lot of issues recording this video, by the way. For one, I didn't know that I didn't have enough storage, so it kept cutting off in the middle of me recording. I didn't even get to record my full tutorial on camera, but I will be posting pictures and videos at the end so you can see the final product. But I was doing a lot of talking in here, so I did cut out a lot of parts. But what we're going to start with is our primer, which I went to Ulta and got the Elf grip primer that I've been seeing going really viral on TikTok. I'm just going to add that on, and then we start with eyebrows, okay? And as you can see, I cut out a lot because I did a lot of talking, you guys. So right here, I went in and arched my other eyebrow down. And for some reason, this eyebrow particularly is thicker than the left eyebrow. This is my right eyebrow that I'm doing right now. So even when I shade them in, I really have to be very light-handed because it would be darker than the other one. And even when I'm arching them or if I get them threaded, my left eyebrow always is more precise and fine. I don't know why. That's just how I was born, clearly. And y'all, I really did do a lot of talking in this video because, of course, it's my introduction video. Sorry, tongue-tied. So I was introducing myself. I was explaining to you guys the reason I started YouTube. I've really been wanting to become a content creator, but I really have a thing about stepping out on faith. If I don't know where my next move is coming from or it's not, planned ahead of time, I really have a fear of failure. But you don't know if you're going to fail until you try, right? So I told myself this year, I told God that I was going to get rid of that fear, procrastination, and really just do it. It's nothing to it but to do it. What Nike said, yeah. So that's what we're doing. Okay, so right here, I just took the eyebrow pencil that I bought. It comes with the little eyebrow spoolie on one end and then the pencil on the other end. And I just brushed my eyebrows out to make sure those loose hairs were gone so they wouldn't be falling in my eye because that is very uncomfortable. And then my next step, I think I was kind of trying to open up my new eyebrow pencil I bought. Yeah, I'm really not sure what the hell I was talking about. And clearly I was struggling if you look at my face. So, yeah, that's that. And my wig, don't talk about my wig. I know my lace look a mess. My baby hers is big hers. And my Shayla just got a lot going on. Mind your business. Okay, y'all, I figured out what I was trying to open. It was my Elf. What is it called? The Elf primer? Grip primer? The grip primer, whatever you want to call it. Okay. So I heard really good things about this from TikTok. So I bought it. And it actually was very cheap, by the way. So I couldn't get it out, y'all. Like, it was not coming out the tube. I was pressing and pressing and pressing and pressing, and it was not coming out. I think I did eventually get it, but I just put it all over my face, but I didn't use a lot because a little bit goes a long way with this stuff here. And it actually does work really, really good. My makeup lasted so long and it looked so good. And I can do my makeup to the T, but when I tell you, I don't know when the last time I've seen my makeup look this good. And it wasn't just the primer. I bought the Morphe setting spray in a black can as well. 8 down. What they say, 4 plus 4 is what? 8. Yeah. And y'all, I made this little stupid face right here, and my double chin was banging. So we're going to get that turkey neck gone real soon. So again, do not come for me to talk about me because I'm not a big bag. From here, this is when I use my NYX pencil. Y'all, I've really been calling this brand NYX my whole life. And when I went in Ulta, the lady was like, oh, you mean NYX? Yeah, that. You know what I meant. Just help me find it. But I use my NYX eyebrow pencil in Espresso to do my eyebrows. And I do show you throughout the video what brand it was. I'm not at home to really look to see what brand it is, so I can't tell you, but you'll find out somewhere in this video. So right here, I go in and I trace the bottom line of my eyebrow very, very, very lightly, because you don't want your eyebrows to be dark or hard looking. Baby, we're not Cruella de Vil. We're not trying to walk around like that. So I go in at the tip of my eyebrow, and as you see, I have to keep pushing up my screw. That didn't sound right. Keep pushing up the tip of the eyebrow pencil because I don't like to have too much out because you don't want it to break either. And I just trace the bottom very faintly. And right here, I'm pretty sure I'm talking about Aaliyah J. If you don't know who Aaliyah J is, she is a known YouTuber, makeup artist, content creator, and I have been using her and watching her since I was in middle school. I'm 28 now, so that tells you how long I've been just following her. I actually learned how to do my eyebrows from her, and they're perfect every time. And from here, I don't do a full eyebrow at once. I trace the bottom of both my eyebrows first. And with this one, it's kind of a little more tricky to see where, like if I'm tracing the outline or in my eyebrow, because I told you this one is really thicker than the other one. You can't really tell on camera, but in person you can. And here we go, right here. Yep. So this is the eyebrow pencil I'm using. It's the NYX micro pencil, and this one is an Espresso. I bought it before, and I had the chocolate version, but I actually like the Espresso color on me better, just because I'm not dark. I'm a yellow bone, orange bone, red bone, whatever you want to call me. But it's really, really a good pencil. It lasts long, and it's durable. Like, your eyebrows do not come off. So what I did was I just went back in and finished outlining the bottom part of my eyebrow. And again, I go in at the tip, and I'm very light-handed right there at that part because, again, you don't want harsh eyebrows. Like, harsh eyebrows are ugly. And I know for a fact right here, I was telling you guys, when you're doing your eyebrows are not twins. They're sisters. So just keep that in mind. There is plenty of times they're not going to look exactly alike, which is fine. But again, they're sisters, not twins. So at this point, once you trace the bottom, you want to go to the top and trace the outline of the top of your eyebrow. And you want to be very, very, very precise. And you see how I got really all up in the camera so I can show you guys the precision. And you see that eyebrow? Tell me that ain't popping. You see that? Yeah. You see it. Don't play with it. Gag is, I ain't even shade this eyebrow in yet. Now, normally when I'm doing my eyebrows, this one really be giving me the blues. I always have to go back in and fix the liner after I do the concealer but it's been a minute. I ran out of my NYX pencil like a month ago, so I've been just using a regular lip liner pencil, brown eyebrow pencil that you sharpen, and I hate those. I don't have to do too much with these. Please, please, please. Ooh, don't talk about my wig. But I'm over here fixing this eyebrow now, just going in and shading the top part. Well, not shading, but just outlining it. And this eyebrow right here is my perfecto. Like, yeah. And y'all, this is without me shading it in. So this tells you that this eyebrow pencil, this color, Espresso, is my eyebrows to the T. I really didn't even shade in my eyebrows. I don't believe so. But yeah. So I'm just going in, and fixing the outline of the top, just finishing it out and making it very defined. And from there, I am going to start shading it in. And right here, I'm just telling you guys, like, you don't ever want to go too far into the tips of your eyebrows because you don't want them to have that boxy look. You want them to have a more natural look. I don't know why I was looking like that, y'all. I probably said something stupid. But yeah, So, I'm just going in and now I'm doing my shading. And you see I'm lightly shading, like I'm barely shading my eyebrows in. And here I'm just finished shading it out. I had to get closer to the mirror because my phone is, I'm recording this on my phone until I actually buy a camera. So right here, what I do is I go up in a forward, like flick motion. That way it gives the illusion of how your eyebrows actually grow at the front instead of a boxy look. Now, I am going to brush these out and shade them out so they don't look as harsh right there. You'll see once they're done. So I just went in on the other side and finished shading it in, and I'm going to speed this process part up a little bit because, yeah, I've been on my eyebrows for a minute now.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Saying if you a bad bitch, put your hands up high, hands up high, hands up.
Okay, so right here, I'm actually looking for the correct shade of concealer to put under my eyebrows. I always like to go a color lighter than me or 2 shades lighter than my actual skin tone. So right here is a NYX concealer that I absolutely love. And I think it was empty, so I didn't even get to use it. And I forgot I had just did my eyebrows and I was scratching them. Don't you hate when you start doing your makeup and your face just want to itch all of a sudden? Yeah. So what I do is I take the concealer. What I'm explaining right here is when I do my concealer under my eye, I do my shade that's like a shade lighter than me, and then I take a shade that's like 2 or 3 shades lighter and put it in the corner to give that brightening effect. Okay, so right here I actually get my flat brush, and I use like an actual flat brush, not the round flat brush, sorry, to do my eyebrows. And I just go in and I carve where I trace the lines, so right up under it to make it sharp. And this is what gives it that defined definition look. So you want to be very, very, very careful with this part because you could easily get concealer up too high and then you got to go back in and redo your eyebrows or just start all the way over. And then I just bring the concealer down into my eyelid and blend it out so it doesn't just look like a glob of concealer sitting there. And because I had my bright lights, I had to grab my little mini light just to see if it was right. And yeah, as you can see by my face, I ate down. Yeah. And I just did the same thing on the right eye as I did on the left eye. I just go in and strategically trace it. That way, you know, your line is actually perfect. And I also don't put a lot of concealer on my brush either. I see a lot of artists put a lot of concealer to trace it out. You do not need a lot of product. Little goes a long way. Because if you don't want to add too much and you just overdo it and mess it up. And again, you got to start over on your eyebrows. A little goes a long way. And you see how easy it was to trace? Perfect. I did not use a lot of product. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm just going to go ahead and trace the top outline just like I did the bottom. And I'm going to speed this portion up so that we can go ahead and get done with eyebrows because we've been on eyebrows for almost 15 minutes now, y'all. It really does take this long, for real.
Right now, put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark blue, go.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on the everyday.
All right, so from here, I went in and used some concealer and put it on my eyelid just as a eyeshadow primer. I know a lot of people say concealer doesn't work well with eyeshadow. It doesn't stick and da-da-da-da. Let me tell you something. I have been using concealer as an eyeshadow primer for the longest since I've been doing makeup, and I have not had any issues. But yeah, I just go in and blend this out really, really well. That way, once I do my eyeshadow, it has something to stick to, and it it doesn't come off and it's really defined. This helps give that look. And if you know what look I'm talking about, you know that look. So right here, I went back in with the e.l.f. grip primer under my eyes because I feel like it started to dry out. Just because I kind of let it sit for 15 minutes before actually putting something on. So here I'm just pulling out the foundation that I bought. And I do use Fit Me by Maybelline. You do not have to use expensive makeup to get a quality look. Literally, you do not have to use expensive makeup to get a quality look. If you know what you're doing, it's going to come out flawless every time. All right, these are the two Fit Me foundations that I use. I use a lighter one, and then I use one that's my exact color or maybe a shade darker than me. I'm really not sure because I don't think there's a foundation that's my exact color. I've tried to color match, and somebody in MAC had me orange. I'd look like a pumpkin. So I use a 334, and then I go in with a 330, which is the lighter version. Or is that a 332? I can't. Yeah, one of them. And I just mix them together on the back of my hand, the palm of my hand, and apply them. Y'all want to know how irritated I just got? I was recording this whole time, right? And I have this, along with this, connected into my phone to transmit sound. Well, it's on, but it's not transmitting anything. So I recorded about a good 30 minutes of nothing. Well, it recorded, but there was no sound. So I'm going to have to do a voiceover for that part. Okay, so now we're at the part where I don't have to do a voiceover anymore. But as you can see in the clip, I stated how my mic was not recording. So yeah. Okay, so right here, what I'm doing is taking the 335 or the 34 and I'm putting it on the back of my hand. I said my wrist at first, but it's my hand. And just putting a little bit, not a lot. Okay, that looks like a lot, y'all. It's not a lot, I swear. But yeah, I'm applying that. Damn, am I gonna ever stop pouring? What? All right, and then I go in with the lighter version and I put that on top of the 335 and then I just mix those in. Okay, y'all, my phone keep cutting off because it's saying I don't have enough storage, so I have to keep going in and deleting stuff. So, and as you can see from the clip right before this one, the video cut off as I was going to apply my foundation because my phone keeps saying I have no storage. So I was going in and deleting, starting back recording, deleting, started back recording. I think I had that issue like 4 times. So I had to really rush the rest of my video, hence why I didn't get to finish my makeup on camera. So what I'm doing now is just applying the makeup that I put on the back of my hand, the foundation, and just applying it to my face all over. Full coverage for me because I have dark circles under my eyes just due to having low iron and being anemic. So I know a lot of people normally don't put the foundation that far up because your concealer goes there, but I have to have extra coverage. Just my preference. And then I also apply foundation on my neck as well. I was looking a little orange right here. I know I was talking about the lady at MAC, but I went back in with a lighter color foundation and I applied more of that on top just to give it more of a blend. And maybe it was just a lighten, but yeah, I didn't like how orange I was looking. So this is a simple process right here of applying foundation. You just pat it in. I'm going to go ahead and just speed this up, okay?
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance.
All right, so right here, I got up and turned the light on because I was looking orange. Y'all, you cannot tell me that foundation was not orange on my face. But I was fine once I blended it in. And I didn't have to jump in that chair like that either. But yeah, once I finished blending out my foundation, I scooped the rest of that product back up because baby, we don't waste no product over here. Okay. All right, y'all, we are almost done for real. So right here, I'm just going in with my concealer. As you can see, it's really, really thick. So I don't really like this concealer because I'm out of the next one I use. But we're going to do what we got to do. So I apply this over my face. If I can hurry up and find whatever I'm looking for. And this is the one that's somewhat my skin color, but maybe a color or shade lighter. And I just go in the areas under my eye that need it. I apply it around my nose and under it, on my chin, and above on my forehead. So we're going to speed this up too.
Else basic, you live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to.
Okay, so right here, I'm just getting my blending brush, and I don't use a sponge for my concealer. I use a eyeshadow brush. It just has like a flat base to it, and I just go in and I press it in. I do not swipe, slide. You want to lightly press this in so that it actually sits and sets on your face, okay? So that's what I'm going to be doing here, and we are going to speed this process up, you guys.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, I write poems.
Y'all, when I tell y'all I had nothing but technical difficulties, my phone was dying right here. And we're back, baby, like we never left. So what I'm going to do right here is finish speeding up the rest of the process. I was talking my you know what right there because I was irritated at this point. Is this what content creators really go through? Y'all, please bear with me. This is my first video, okay? I am learning.
Basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room.
I was singing a song right here, y'all. But so now I'm going to go in with my banana powder and my translucent powder under my eyes. Well, basically on all the places that I concealed. This is where I'll be going in with. So right here, I am going to show y'all my banana powder that I use, which is the HD is Flawless. I think it's the golden banana. And then I go in with the e.l.f. translucent and just do what I need to do. I got some concealer in my eye right there, and I'm gonna speed this up because I'm sure y'all know you just press the powder into your skin and you let it sit for a little bit, okay?
Dedicated to you when you're in the mood for empathy. There's blood in my pen. Better yet with your friends and them. I really wanna know you all. I really wanna show you off. Fuck that. Pour up plenty of champagne. Cold nights when you curse this name. You called up your girlfriends and y'all curled in that little bit.
Okay, so y'all, I bought these the little triangle powder puff things that go on your finger that you can press in the banana powder or your translucent powder with. I was struggling to get them open, but I went in and I put that on, and you see how translucent that powder is. It's very fine under my eyes, and finished out that process, okay? Okay, so from here I concealed my face, and I use a concealer that is darker than me. And I just, I guess that's the swallowed face. I don't know. Perk your lips. But I just make that face, and then I go in on my cheekbone and I conceal bottom to the top of where you're defined. Now, I naturally have a dark line right there, so it's easy for me to find where I need to conceal without my face looking crazy. And I just go in on my cheeks. I go in the bridges of my nose. I go in around my chin area and at the top of the hairline area on my forehead. And if I'm not mistaken, my phone told me I had no storage again. So this is me ranting because I have to keep getting up and restarting my video, resetting my phone up, and it's messing with my angles. And I have deleted and deleted and deleted. So I ended up making this process really, really quick. And I think it cut off on me again. So I'm going to speed this up because this is where I just put the rest of my concealer on my face around the chin area. And then I brush off that excess powder that has been sitting for a while.
It's a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice.
So at this point, my phone just didn't want me to be great. So I cut it short. I gave a speech right here. So I am going to leave the original recording on here because I would love for you guys to hear it. And I really do thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate everybody that has followed, subscribed, supported me, shared my posts. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. It means a lot to me. And I'm taking y'all with me to the top. I promise I am. Vacation, because I just got another notification that I have no storage and it cut my video short. And me giving y'all a praise for subscribing and following and wanting to watch and support me. Again, I love everybody. I will be dropping pictures and videos at the end of this once it's edited, so you can actually see the final product, because since I have no storage, this video is going to be a challenge to edit because it wasn't just straight through, which I apologize for the inconvenience. Again, it is my first video, so tread lightly. But thank you, everybody. And before you exit this video, subscribe, turn the post notifications on so you know when I drop every week. I will have some heat coming on this second video, so please be prepared. And again, comment below and let me know what videos you think I should do, what you would like to see next, what you like to talk about, drop questions you would like for me to answer, and I will get with you. Thank you. Love you guys. Follow Keeping Up with Nae.
With poetic justice, poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, I write poems.